Our top story is coming in from United States, where Venezuela's captured leader Nicolás Maduro has been brought to court in Manhattan to face criminal drug charges, along with his wife Celia Flores. It is being said that criminal defense attorney David Wickstrom will represent them in court. These are the latest images that show American officials bringing Maduro and his wife to court. U.S. troops and officers from the DEA were also seen. A few hours back, a motorcade arrived at the New York courthouse with high security arrangements in place. The visuals on your screen show the moment when American military brought Maduro from prison to take him to the courthouse. Maduro can be seen in shackles as soldiers bring him out of a chopper and then put him in an armored vehicle. American troops were also seen escorting Maduro's wife. Remember, she, along with the deposed president, were both wearing brown overalls, and both were brought in separate vehicles. This is the first time that we see Celia Flores since the capture and transfer by U.S. forces 2 days back. Meanwhile, protests have been unfolding outside the courthouse, with many holding banners demanding Maduro's release. Thousands of miles away in Venezuela's capital, Caracas, citizens are gathering to witness the inauguration of a new legislative year, as Delcy Rodriguez is recognized as Venezuela's interim president. Amid the sweeping political overhaul, many are calling for elections in the country.
No foreign country can interfere in a country that's supposedly democratic. There have to be elections. I mean, we should hold elections, and they must be respected. That's what we want. For elections to be respected, internally or externally.
On the diplomatic front, an emergency UN Security Council meeting is underway to discuss American intervention and military operation in Venezuela. On behalf of UN Chief, Under-Secretary General has called for member states to adhere to the UN Charter.
In situations as confused as complex as the one we now face, it is important to stick to principles. Respect for the UN Charter and all other applicable legal frameworks to safeguard peace and security. Respect for the principles of sovereignty, political independence, and territorial integrity of states.
Meanwhile, Russia's envoy to the UN has called on America to release Maduro and his wife. Russia has repeatedly affirmed its support for Venezuela. Let me go across to our correspondent Susan Teherani. She's currently outside that Manhattan court where the hearing is scheduled to take place. Susan, get us the latest as to what is happening at the moment as we speak.
Well, I'm standing, as you mentioned, outside of cameras, national and international media, outside of the courtroom, as any minute Nicolás Maduro and his wife are going to be facing a judge here in New York City, one of the most aggressive courthouses that deals with terrorism, narco-terrorism, and national security issues. The judge has 11 Guantanamo Bay, 11 the drug lord El Chapo, and you may remember the merchant of death, the Russian who was here, Victor Orr, as well. So a lot of individuals, not to mention Harvey Weinstein, Jeffrey Epstein, and others who have crossed the paths with this judge, who is a Clinton-era appointed judge.
All right, there seems to be a little bit of a network issue there. I believe there are tight security arrangements there, Susan, as we speak, and I can understand there might be a network issue. I'm going to come back to you for more, of course. At the moment, thanks for joining us and getting us the latest. Remember, as we speak, there is a hearing that is supposed to be conducted against Nicolás Maduro, the deposed president of Venezuela, and his wife and a few others. I have Susan back with me on the broadcast. Susan, go ahead, get us the latest as to what is happening there.
Yeah, there's no surprise that the lines might be jammed right now, and we might have some connectivity issues. We've been out here for several hours right now outside of this courthouse. However,
all right, we'll try and reconnect with Susan. As we have been telling you, due to tight security arrangements, the jammers might be causing a little bit of a network issue there. But as we told you, that hearing is to take place. And at the moment, Nicolás Maduro is inside the courthouse. We'll keep getting you the latest from there. But remember, as we speak, simultaneously, the UN Security Council has also convened a special meeting to discuss the American action against Venezuela.